Hello. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Beluga Beggars, and today we are not going to be talking about Attack on Titan because I finally started watching Breaking Bad, and I'll be giving you episode by episode reactions. And at the end, after I finish the series, I will be not making any Breaking Bad content for a while I gather some resources and I start making some nice analysis videos like how I do with Attack on Titan. They're going to be very detailed, very analysis, and I am always going to be objectively right. But you already knew that. So, what are my thoughts on the Breaking Bad pilot? Well, I thought they did an excellent job introducing Walter White as a character. I thought that they did really good with that. Because we see him beginning the episode with his awards, and we see him despite these awards, teaching high school students who are disrespectful to him. We see him with Hank with the gun, how he's afraid to touch it, afraid to walk, even hold it, which is funny because he has the gun at the beginning of the episode. Is that intentional? Is it not intentional? I don't know, but this is usually why I wait to do these things. But and then he works at a car wash and all this and all that. So I think it does a really good job. Sam Walt's character to be a guy who knows he can accomplish more, but hasn't. And he's going to use the one thing he's good at, which is science, to cook crystal meth, which is something only he can do in Albuquerque better than everyone. Only he can do that. So that's why he wants to cook the crystal meth. So I think it's very good how I set it up. I think it speaks to a lot of people. Just remember, I said stories are about introspective and allegory, right? So I think doing a really good job with the protagonist so far. As far as the other characters, again, I just watched the episode, so I don't have much thoughts on characters. What I will say though is Walt Jr. is he needs to be punished more because obviously he's very disrespectful to his parents, and he just gets away with it. He just gets away with it, and it's pretty weird. It's pretty strange. And he's like a grown kid too. Like he's not like 2 or 3. Like, he's a grown dude, not grown, but like he's old enough to know better. So it's kind of strange how his mom and his dad treat him. Just let him talk down to him. Maybe it's supposed to be part of him being a protagonist. Like even his kid talks down to him. So I don't know. Another thing that struck me first time watching it as a first time viewer is the music. And what I mean by that is like the lack of music. There's like barely any music. And is it gonna be like this entire show? I don't know. What I can tell you is that when I watch other shows, hint hint wink wink, there was exceptional music within the first episode. So maybe that's a sign of something. But hey, don't judge a book by its cover. However, people that say, "Oh, the music is trivial" and stuff like that, it's certainly important. No, it is important. And that leads me to my next point, which would be the OP, which there is no OP, it's just an intro. Now, I know I was supposed to be expecting some anime OP. Okay, I get it. OP means opening, by the way, like that, like the title sequence. I get it. It's supposed to be a mature TV show for adults, so it's gonna have like a guitar strum and subtle, and then it's gonna have a graphic, and then it's gonna be over, right? Like the Stranger Things thing. Here's the thing, however. Here's the thing. And I really, really hate that anime has to be like this, even though the anime community deserves every single bit of it. People are afraid to use animation and use things like anime OPs to open up their shows because it's not mature. And I totally understand, totally get it. You're almost justified. However, there's so much things you can do with an opening and so much things you can do with music. But I'm talking about the opening right now. Why can't Breaking Bad have an opening that is like a minute and a half? It have a really, really good song, have it have a bunch of foreshadowing and symbolism, have it have some cool stuff in it. Why not? Instead of giving me this 3 second, like, are you serious? Like, okay, take and I hate to bring Attack on Titan into this, but that's my main discipline, and that's Attack on Titan. So I'm sorry if you're coming to my channel for Breaking Bad reaction, you're watching Attack on Titan's fan of a Breaking Bad, right? So you have The Great Escape and Channel of Evil, which is a great example of this. No, those are not openings, those are endings, which is the song at the end of the show. Where you have Mikasa and Eren talking to each other. which is amazing. So you get extra dialogue. Yeah, I can go on and on about this. I mean, every character has like a song in the show, or like we share songs, right? Which is another thing. Like, oh, they share songs, so they parallel each other. Like Historia and Aaron, they share Before the Lights Out, right? It's like, hello, and it just goes on and on with a whole bunch of stuff. And so it's really cool. And you don't get that sort of depth with Breaking Bad because there's no opening, there's no ending, and there's barely any music in between. And I don't want to ever hear you people say, "Oh, that's because the scene speaks for itself." No, you're just coping. That's called you coping. You don't want to admit that my anime is better than your mature TV show. I put mature in quotes because Attack on Titan was one of the most violent things I've ever seen in my life. Take that, just roll with that. Don't be too weird in the comment section, okay? Don't say, "Oh, well, you clearly got well versed in your horror movies." Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it. All I'm saying is that Attack on Titan is a very violent show, obviously not for kids. So you're just hurt. You're just upset that my show has better music than your television show for adults. Okay. Now again, that's trivial. That's a trivial thing for now. I'll shelf it. I'll shut up about it. But overall, I thought it was really good, and it was 54 minutes long, I believe, and it went by fast because you're just very engaged. And the last thing I'll say, again, these are going to be short at first. Hopefully, they'll get longer as I get to talk about scenes and I get to talk about stuff that I liked, and characters start to develop more. I get to talk about stuff a lot more. But for now, it's going to be short, unfortunately. But then again, you wanted short videos. I did a poll. Anyway, so Jesse and Walt's relationship, or their dynamic, I should say, is I find it very enjoyable. It's extremely hilarious. I mean, Cow House. Jesse's stupidity is hilarious. Like Cow House. And I've seen spoilers of a lot of things, so I know I have a vague idea what's coming down the line, like The Wire. Yeah, The Wire. Oh, come on, that's just funny, right? And then Brian's like, "What are you talking about, Jesse?" It's like so hilarious, and like I can't say it because it's a curse. There's curse. I don't curse on my channel, but there's a lot of scenes between Jesse and Walt that I really like, and are really funny. And that's the thing that I was saying. Didn't have that humor. I mean, Sasha was around, but you don't have that humor. But Breaking Bad, it looks like it's gonna be a dark show from what I can see. But yeah. So those are my thoughts. They're going to get longer as I watch the show, as I said. So don't think this is going to be the normal reaction. And after I'm done, I will be doing full breakdowns, full analysis. I'll rank the ending and whatever. And so if you want me to react to more Breaking Bad, please drop a like. Otherwise, I'll continue to just talk about Attack on Titan forever and not talk about anything else. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't take that too seriously. All right. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.